You've probably seen a few people do some Woody Harrelson impressions over the years. Is that unnerving, flattering?
She does.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. I do an impression of Woody doing that.
What would the impression
I don't
of
wanna do
Emma
it.
Stone be? Like, what are her physical
You
or
lisp,
vocal
you do
tics?
like a low.
I can't bring my
Don't be so
voice
mean to
into
yourself.
that.
I'm not being mean to myself. I'm doing a good impression of me.
You're really good.
Arguably the best.
You're really
It's a
good.
completely accurate impression of me.
Nowadays, like we're seeing sequels that come out like literally like 18 months, it feels like, after the initial one. What's the greatest benefit that there has been this 10-year gap?
I think the script getting to a place that felt really good and solid was the biggest benefit. That not rushing something just because it was like, oh, Zombieland is a movie that people really love, so we should just make another one just to make it.
Yeah.
This was definitely a labor of love for Paul and Rhett, the writers that wrote the original, and now the second one, and we all kind of, we're very protective of it being something that lives up to the original.
Were there different scripts over the years that you guys saw, different pitches that you weren't?
Vastly different, yeah.
What was the most different kind of concept that you can say?
There was one that was written by a good writer. I remember thinking, this guy is brilliant. It just didn't feel like the exact same, I didn't feel like the same
specific
fabric.
tone that you guys created in the first one.
And I remember telling Ruben when I first read that one, because that was like the first really completed one that they were really happy about. I remember telling Ruben, like, I think it's great, it just doesn't feel like the same movie.
Yeah. You guys obviously wanted to work together again. You wanted to make this work. When you finally get that script, though, I'm sure you're like, God, I hope I actually like it.
Oh, yeah, it got to the point where we
yeah.
were like panicked to read new drafts because we didn't want to say no again.
They also had not gone back to Paul and Rhett, who I guess probably a little bit more expensive, having done
That
Deadpool,
Deadpool, sure.
etc. I don't know, but they finally had to pony up, and the script turned great.
Yeah, it got to be where it needed to be. Let's yay or nay sequels to any of your past works. Like Abigail, Little Miss Sunshine, should it ever be touched? Should we ever see a sequel to that?
I mean, that one I don't think leads to another.
Right.
Fair enough, not everything demands a sequel. Easy A?
I think they are making a
spin-off
kind of
thing, right?
yeah.
You're going to be in it or no?
I don't even really know what it is, but you
Well,
know.
that means you're not going to be in
Wow. Woody asking the hard questions, putting her on the spot.
I'm hitting.
it. Clearly, you're not.
I support it entirely.
Right. Social Network, this has even been talked about a little bit loosely. Does that need a sequel?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's strange to make movies about, real things. Like, whereas Zombieland seems like the perfect thing, because it built this world and, you could do anything in it. I mean, what's great about Zombieland, and especially why it lends itself to a sequel, is because the thing that's great about it is not the thing that ended in the first one.
Right.
Like, the thing that's great about it is the character dynamic. So it's like a sitcom in a way that you could do.
We're the
multiple-
greatest thing about
Did
it.
you do media training?
That was impressive, the shift,
No, but,
the turn.
but what I love about Sony and what they've done,
Okay. This is incredible.
Wow.
This is just naturally occurring.
and also like Discmans or whatever, are like a great, and like people should buy those and not like iPods or whatever.
iPodes?
Discs man and not
He's
iPhone.
promoting 2009 tech. He's still
They told me
doing the
not
first
to
time.
pronounce it correctly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Your Nokia brick phone.
Yeah.
Has everyone on this in this group smoked with Woody Harrelson?
Wow, that's a really loaded question.
I guess that's a yes.
Ultimately.
I have never indulged. I feel like my first should be with Woody.
I don't think that's a good idea. I'm
you never
really
have?
serious.
I never have.
No, I don't think it's.
Why is that a bad
true.
idea, Emma?
No,
Why?
Woody's got the good stuff, and I don't know that
Yeah.
you should have the good stuff.
Jump right to the good stuff. That's a bad idea.
I think it would send you into a little bit of a.
But you've
hole.
never smoked?
Literally, no.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not a thing.
You
Why?
goody two shoes.
Oh, no.
Wait, you must have actively avoided it.
I'm not against it, like philosophically. I just.
You just didn't want. You don't like the feeling of being out of control. In
There
that
you
way.
go.
Yeah. I understand that. I understand that.
You guys are all wild and crazy.
We need you to get out of control, dude.
One of these days.
Yeah.
Okay. You're my spiritual guide. You take me on your journey, sir. In these films, you have two tasks often that are both equally, I would expect, challenging. You have to be at times a badass, or at times you have to act extremely scared. Which comes more naturally to any of you guys?
Me, I'm scared all the
That's a
time.
softball. Okay, what do you got?
Inner badass. Oh, a Hyundai P.
Hyundai P? Do people say that?
I don't know.
They will know. Oh, you throw this on MTV and your various affiliates?
Get this on TRL. TRL, right, guys? You guys remember TRL?
That's what people
Get
are
this
doing
on Daria.
Speaking of old-timey things, 2009, the original Zombieland comes out. Let's see how well you remember 2009.
Obama.
Great.
Okay.
So I guess you can go on to the second question.
Okay, what was the biggest song of 2009?
Umbrella.
Don't go chasing
That's like
waterfalls.
1995.
Okay, hey, I'm throwing
Just Dance by Lady Gaga.
I'm so 3008. You so 2000 and late.
2008. Boom, boom, pow. Boom, boom, pow. Black Eyed Peas.
What was a very popular MTV reality show that premiered in 2009?
Jersey Shore.
Nice.
Whoa.
Nicely
Very
done.
nicely played.
GTO.
I've heard you're a very big reality/Hills fan. Are you?
I'm a very big Hills fan, yeah. I have a great time with the Hills and Laguna Beach. I think it's fantastic. I love the edits. I love how long they seemingly look at each other in silence. There's no way it's actually happening that way, and I think it's brilliant. I mean, it's someone I'm very close to, and I call it increditing. Those editors are just genius. Like, you're sitting there, and then someone says something that's not very offensive, and the other person's like, and it goes back to the other person like, for a good 30 seconds. You're like, that's amazing. Imagine sitting at every dinner like that.
Yeah. We'll add music after this.
Yeah, exactly.
Interaction.
So good.
I also
So,
love
so
the
good.
narration.
What widely addictive game did Facebook launch in 2009?
Farmville? Oh, yes. I loved that game.
Really?
What was the biggest movie of 2009?
Zombieland. No, it wasn't that.
Zombieland single
That
tap.
wasn't.
Avatar.
Avatar.
So looking ahead at the next 10 years, I'm not going to ask you to chart your own path, your own careers, but what would you predict for your friends and co-stars here?
For the next 10 years?
Yeah, next 10 years. What's it going to
Plummet.
look like? What was that? What did he say?
Plummet. He just said the word plummet.
Wow, that's encouraging. That's,
Wow.
I jest.
You just what? Do you say career-wise over the next
Anything
10
you want to
years?
go, yeah, anywhere you want to
Or
go.
life-wise?
What's your biggest prediction for Jesse Eisenberg?
We
in
should
the
do
next 10 years?
finances.
Yes.
Oh, let's
What's
definitely
his
do
net
financial
worth?
stuff.
Finances and kind of
Let's do
return-
portfolios.
Let's do return on investments.
ROIs.
Wait,
I
this
don't
is.
know.
Can we
This is
do
really
different
hard.
questions?
What?
Can we do
Can we
different
do a different
questions?
question?
Does that mean you didn't like the question, you just want a different
I
question?
think you're all
It's
going to be
too
really happy.
hard.
I love the thing
I think
about
we're all gonna be really
what was
happy.
the thing in 2009, then we guessed the thing.
We did that though.
But wait, do you have more?
Yeah, if it ain't broke.
Let's see if I have more. Hold on.
We like the fact ones. We like the fact ones.